Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Abrazo Football Podcast. As per usual, Brooks in Barcelona playing back in the States. And this morning, oh, the camera glare is so bright you can't even see it. But, I'm drinking from a pink gourd. And I feel like, Brooks, we've been off air for a while, have we not? I feel like we recorded when we were at the Barca game, but I feel like we,
Yeah,
we haven't been
finally.
live. Uh,
Yeah, we haven't done one in a while. It's been a couple weeks.
yeah, so we apologize for the absence. Let's get straight into it. So first things first, I don't think we had an opportunity to talk about this. Uh Messi, PSG. Okay, Brooks. A few weeks ago, he went to Saudi Arabia or somewhere in the Gulf. Don't nickel and dime me if I got the name wrong. But he went somewhere in the Gulf. PSG slapped him for a 2-week fine, charged him a lot of money, and looks like he's now not going to re-sign for the club. Brooke, I want to get your thoughts and feelings on the club you love finding the man you love over something that I personally think is bogus.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, we talked about this a little bit off air. Like he was like, I thought we had the next couple days off, which we usually do after this type of game, whatever, blah blah blah. Um, I think obviously there was more to it than he didn't show up or he went to somewhere when he said he couldn't. I think obviously there's more to it, which is probably like he's probably not wanting to sign, so they're just letting him hurt a little bit. But I think it's silly. But at the same time, like I want him. I don't know if I'm jumping ahead here, but I want him to leave just because he's not appreciated in France
Well,
in,
I
in
mean,
my opinion. You have players that have never accomplished anything that like played for PSG. You don't know their names. No one knows their names, and they're talking about Messi's done nothing since he's come here. Like, come on, dude.
yeah, I mean,
So the fans are booing him. Yeah, I
PSG
think he should
fans
go.
be wilding out sometimes, man. Like they're giving Messi abuse, they were giving Neymar abuse. They want them all
Yeah,
out the club, but it's like you want these guys at your club. Who do you want to bring? Like if you brought like the you had all of the best players in the world at your club, and you guys can't figure it out. You can't blame Messi for that. You can't blame you know. Anyway, I don't. I
yeah,
mean,
I'm with you. I mean, this dude Jerome Rothen, like I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. He's obviously a French name, but like, come on, you played for PSG for a couple years. They loaned you
who?
out the last two. Exactly, Jerome Rothen. Um, literally,
Nah.
I mean, don't at me here, people, but like, guess compared to like Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, like, it's a no one. Try and talk about he's blaming Messi for the Champions League exit, saying that he's not accomplished anything. Like, this is just nonsense. Like, this dude literally just won the World Cup, beat your country, France, to it. Has more goals and assists combined than I mean, you gotta just chill with this. The
Bro, he
problem
said
is,
he said if Messi extended, I will not come to watch. Don't
yeah, this
come.
dude. Yeah,
Don't
fine. Who?
come.
Yeah, there's plenty of other
That's
people that are gonna come to the park to watch him anyway. Like, why are we concerned with you whether or not you're coming? I don't know. I just that made me angry because it's like, dude, this is the best player, one of the best to ever do it, and you're out here trying to bring
yeah,
him
that's
down
whack.
for I don't know.
That's
It's
whack.
there's just a lot going on at Paris that like I mean it's not the fault of one player, you know? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like an odd. They're kind of like in a restructuring too. Like you know how they're like, oh, we don't want to sign superstars anymore. We want to bring the youth in. Like, and that's all really good. I think that they should have been doing that for a while too. Like, obviously, this doesn't work. Like, it's worked for the Galacticos here and there, but they've also had a much better board. They've also had much better coaches, and they've also made the right signing instead of just like superstar signings. But anyway, I know we didn't want to really maybe take it that far, but yeah, I would love to. I mean, I love PSG. I love the city. I love going there. It's one of my favorite places to watch a game, but it's like if you're gonna be like treating this guy like that, it's insane.
Yeah. Yeah. Unforgivable from that Jerome person. Don't come to the games. You know, if you were to say, maybe he's making too much money, but PSG's made him money. Like,
Yeah.
give a reason. Like, you're not gonna come watch Messi play. You're by yourself, buddy. No one else feel, no one no I mean no that's a crazy thing to say. That's crazy. Anyway, now I feel like there was something else. Oh, what I was gonna say though is like, so if Messi leaves and
Uh-huh.
they want Neymar out, I think the rumor is that Madrid are going back in for Mr. Mbappe this summer. You know, I mean, PSG, I feel like they're close to kind of slipping into irrelevance. And
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you run a business like this, right? It's almost like one of those crypto or like Bitcoin businesses where it's like you exactly you go so hard so quickly,
yeah,
and then you kind of like, I don't know, outdo yourself. You can't compete with your own self anymore, or I don't know, like you were running off of fluff or air anyway, and so you like I don't know how to explain it, but
yeah.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, because they never had, I don't know if the mic's picking me up. They never had like the history that some of the other legacy, we call them legacy clubs, right? Some of the, like Man U
Yeah.
had history, then they sucked for like about a decade, and now they're starting to get good again. But because they like are a legacy club, there was like they were still always sought after. But I feel like if PSG like doesn't keep at least one, like they always had, like Zlatan was there at one point, David Beckham was there, Ronaldinho was there. Like they've always had at least one superstar, and I feel like if they
Hmm.
abandon that and start like trying to like be like a grassroots operation with like the young kids, even though they got some young ballers on the team, it
Yeah.
just won't feel the same. Like I feel like people won't care about, I mean, like if we're being honest, like there's other teams in France even that I feel like I would much rather watch like Marseille or Olympique Lyon,
Yeah.
because like they consistently like get talent and like get results with the talent versus like PSG. It's like we're just used to like a manufactured, you know, end product. At least that's how it's been as long as I've watched PSG, which, be completely honest with you, like I only started watching PSG like 10 years ago when
Yeah.
like they had Zlatan and like Verratti, Mentuidi, Rabiot, although like that I feel like that was, anyway, I feel like we're way off topic now. But let's move it on. Let's move it on. So PSG is being silly. They find the guy unnecessarily. The season's over. So yeah, it was an empty gesture. So now word on the street is Messi's going to take his talents to the Gulf. Kind of like we discussed a few weeks ago, where he said, the only real option for Messi, from our opinion, and some of the people watching said, Messi can do whatever he wants. He's the Messiah. Shut up. We didn't say he couldn't. We just said what we thought. He looks like he's gonna go get $1 billion a year playing in Saudi Arabia, and I just want to double back and see if you, now that that's coming, it looks like that's going to be the reality. How do you feel about that? Has your feeling changed now that it's gonna happen? Are you okay with your goat going to play in Saudi Arabia?
I kind of like it leaves a bit of a funny taste in my mouth just because I want him to come back to Barcelona. I live here, so I mean we talked about this too. Like he shouldn't because of the reasons that he shouldn't have stayed at PSG for like that we discussed. I mean, and yeah, to everybody that's like adding us about like what we had our opinions about why Messi should have just retired or done the Cristiano Ronaldo thing and take $1 billion a year ago or 2 years ago. Like this is what we're talking about. He's now again getting hated on.
Disgraced.
Yeah, people are just like running his name through the mud because he didn't win it with PSG. But so for that reason, yeah, like go and get your money. I mean, we thought you should have done this a year or two ago but or when you won the World Cup. Like this is what we said. Like we said, this is what you should do. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I personally still want him to come to Barcelona just because I love him and I want to see him play in the city that I live in for a while. But I mean, you can't blame a guy that's literally won everything you can. Like you've said it a million times, like he's completed the game of football. There's nothing else left for him to do. So go and get, paid for, I don't know, make get that generation upon generation upon generation money that you'll be getting each week. But I want to see him come back to Spain. So it's not done yet. I've still, how I understand is like he still hasn't agreed anything, and he's still waiting for like since there is a slight hope that Barca can sign him. that he's still waiting to see if that's at all possible financially for them to pull off. But sounds more and more like he is going to be playing for, what is it? Halal?
Halal, something like that. Yeah,
Yeah, Halal. What do you think?
I think he should go play for Al
Yeah.
Halal or however you say it. I mean, Barcelona. Listen, like I get it. Yeah, I mean, he's Messi. You'd love to see him come home. Busquets just retired. No one from that generation is on the team anymore. You got
Yeah.
Xavi coaching from the generation. I confess it would be cool, but you know, if I were him, I wouldn't do it. It could go well. There's also every indication that it couldn't. I
Yeah.
understand, there's also like the option or opportunity to win one more Champions League, and then he
Yeah.
would be level with his rival. There's the criticism that could say, Ronaldo went over, to the retirement league, 3 years before after you get younger. So, there's things like that people can say, but at
Yeah.
the end
Yeah.
of the day, you completed football. So,
Yeah.
doesn't really matter. And Barcelona also aren't they like still debt stricken? Can they
Yeah.
afford Messi? Like Messi, don't
Yeah.
come over here
No.
and do this club. Like this is a business. Don't come over to Barcelona and take like 20 million a season when someone else is offering you like what is it like 100 million a
Yeah.
season?
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, like don't like come on, like don't do it. Like don't let your personal life come into this. Like go get like you deserve that money. Like if there was ever someone that deserved that money, it's him. Well, actually there's a lot of people, but he's one of them. And yeah,
Yeah. If we're
like
keeping
don't
it sporting for like things you've accomplished, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
yeah, go get that money 100%. That is if anyone has anything bad to say about that, you know, shame on them.
Yeah.
I think you
Yeah.
deserve to go to a retirement league and showcase your talents and get paid. Like you're gonna get probably paid. Well, actually, not. Messi's always been paid, so
Yeah. No,
like
he's gonna be
you'll make
fine.
more in 1 year than you made in 2 years. But
Yeah.
that's
If your idea is like I'm fine with money, I just want to go back to Barcelona and take nearly nothing, a 500,000 a year, a million a year. Cool. That's I mean that'd be cool. And let them try to work themselves out of this financial issue that they're in. But to your point, like if there's someone in the sporting world that deserves to just get paid out for the next 2 or 3 years and end his career like that, yeah, that's the one to do it.
yep. Okay,
I wanted to ask you though to change the topic a little bit. Are we finished with this one?
I'm finished.
I just wanted to
And
ask you because I don't know if you're ready to talk about this yet, but it looks like obviously Chelsea have signed their man in Pochettino. I never really rated him that highly. That's like the only Argentine that I'm not a fan of as far as like coaching things. I don't think he did an amazing job at PSG. He probably could have done better at Tottenham. He did really good with what he had at Tottenham, but I don't think he's the man to take Chelsea to where they need to be personally. I just want to get your opinion on it because he couldn't manage that PSG squad whatsoever.
yeah,
And Chelsea have a lot of not as superstars like PSG does, but they have a lot of big names. People get on big money, so I just want to know what you think about that. Is he the one?
yeah. So I mean, yeah, we got guys. We got guys on big money. We got big names. But we also got a lot of young guys, new
Yeah,
guys that came for big money but aren't on big money. We got guys that we paid 120 for, but they're not even making 100K a week. Shout out to Mahala Mudrik. Um, Listen, that's so disrespectful. I don't like Mauricio Pochettino, but I'm trying to look at the positive side. I think
okay.
I've said on the record several times that he's a certified loser, and I maintain that
Yeah,
position. He's a loser, but I think if I'm looking at the positive side, he was able to train that Spurs team well. He was able to get a tune out a lot of like he made a lot of players that weren't good.
yeah,
Like I mean, Deli Ali for a season was good.
yeah,
Huming Son. I mean, maybe we can't credit him for what he did to Harry Kane, but Danny Rose, Kyle Walker, the Belgian fullbacks. So I feel like he could instill a lot of good fundamentals into the team and a lot of these young
yeah,
players. He might be able to help us get McAllister through the door. Argentina link up. So I mean, I feel like he would be a good manager, like a good like manager. I don't know what the terms of the contract are, but like if he was like on a 2-year deal where it was just like get us back into the top 4 and get like our young guys all, doing what they're supposed to do,
Yeah.
and then bring in somebody else to close it up.
Okay.
2026, 2027. I think if he's just here to train us, get us right, get us back in the top 4, I think he's capable of that because he's shown that he's
Okay.
capable of that.
Yeah,
I
top
don't think
four
we'll
for
win.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we'll win anything under him, but also, I mean, I realize, that's probably I'm probably okay with that for the next few seasons because
Okay.
Man City's
Okay.
still in their reign. Arsenal's going to reinforce.
Yeah.
Liverpool's probably going to reinforce Man City or Man U. So, I mean, if we could just be in Europe for the next 2 years and not look like
Maintain.
what we look like right now, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
And then go get somebody else. Or who
Uh-huh.
knows, maybe he can change. He did win 2 trophies at PSG. So maybe who knows.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, I'm not thrilled. I would have preferred Julian Nagelsmann, but you
Same.
know, it is what it is. It
Yeah.
is what it is.
All right. Well, I actually got to get going now. We should have
Okay.
arrived.
All
So,
right.
but
Well,
thank you for the 20 minutes, 16
yeah.
minutes.
16 and a half minutes, guys. Well, I guess that's it then. So we'll catch you next time. We out. Peace.
Peace.